Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Leadoff Conversations, where we are going over every division in the MLB. This division we're going to be doing today is the American League Central. So Jaden, let's get right into it for our predictions on the AL Central. First up, we've got the White Sox. What are your thoughts on the White Sox this season?
Now, I think everybody's kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
The Chicago White Sox, and that is that they're not going to be very good.
No.
And that's okay, because you made a fun signing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that fun signing goes by the name of Munetaka Murakami. Now, in 2023, if you play MLB The Show, you had that Murakami card, and you loved it, probably. Most people did. I know I did.
Yeah.
Nice lefty swing, Japanese first baseman. I think they'll have him playing. Just an interesting signing, in my opinion. I think it's a 2-year deal, not worth very much money, so it's kind of just like a prove that he can play in the show.
Play in the MLB,
and then he'll probably go sign with a contender after that. I think it's a fun core. Obviously, they have Kyle Teel, a very young catcher. Colson Montgomery came up last year, looked pretty good. Shane Smith, fun starter, and then they signed Sir Anthony Dominguez, who was part of the Jays World Series run last year as well. I'm expecting them to not be very, very good, but it should be a fun team. Maybe, I'll say 62 wins.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't have much to say about this team. Really, Munetaka Murakami is going to be the talking point of this team all season. I'll go 63 wins. Yeah. I mean, I have them last in the AL Central.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. So next team we've got was the division winners of last season, the Cleveland Guardians, who ended up coming back to beat the Tigers. They were like 15 games back last year.
15 and a half.
Yeah, so that was a pretty cool story. This year, I don't know how I feel about the Guardians. I didn't really follow them a lot this offseason. Obviously J-Ram is still there. But yeah, they've got a weird looking team, kind of.
It is an interesting team. Their only major signing this offseason was Rhys Hoskins, and it wasn't even a major league deal. I believe it was a minor league deal. But they do still have a decent young core. I mean, we talk about guys like Daniel Schneemann looked okay. Obviously, there's Bo Naylor. Brian Rocchio is also pretty decent. Mangardo, nickname Manzardo, at first base. And then they have an okay bullpen. They're kind of just okay across the board. The back end of their bullpen with Cade Smith, I'm expecting him to shut stuff down this year. They should be okay because it's not a super strong division. I don't have them winning, but I am going to have them at third place in the division. I don't think they'll win it again. I'm expecting a couple other teams to be a bit better. But I am going to have them around 79 wins. I think they're probably going to trade a few players at the deadline, and then that's going to kind of cause them to slide. But I think they're gonna ride the tail of mediocrity. Last year was poetic and magical, but I don't think they can keep it up with the current roster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only going to have them at 75 wins this year. I mean, I just don't see them doing very much. And yeah, as you said, I think they're going to sell at the deadline, which will lower their wins even more. J-Ram, you want to stay in Cleveland? I mean, yeah, so be it. I don't think he's going to get a ring there, but yeah, I mean, I feel kind of bad for him. He's kind of turning into a little Mike Trout story, staying with a bad team. But they've had good years.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to get it done, and yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get it done this year. So I'll have them also in third place at 75 wins this season. Next up, the Detroit Tigers, who did make a few moves this offseason. Jaden, where do you have them?
I'm going to have them coming in at second in this division. I think their signings were needed. I think Kenley Jansen's a good signing, despite him being on the older side. And then Framber Valdez, taking a chance on him. 3-year deal. They know that they don't really have anything to lose. Re-signing Gleyber Torres is kind of the cherry on top for me when it comes to this team and kind of how they're going to compete. They also did get Justin Verlander back. And they kind of just have a lot of plug-in players coming off the bench. You know, Wenzel Perez, Zach McKinstry is a good utility guy. He can literally play like every position.
Yeah.
Javi Baez, we saw him play some outfield last year, and you know he can always play shortstop. He's got a strong arm, just some accuracy issues. Jahmai Jones played for, was it Team Korea? I think Team Korea during the World Baseball Classic. Just an interesting lineup. And then obviously the spearhead of the entire team, Tarek Skubal.
Yes.
my American League Cy Young heading into the season. Obviously, just won it the past 2 seasons, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, you have that guy at the front end. It's kind of hard for you to be super bad. I don't know if I have them making the playoffs per se, but I will have them around 83, 84 wins and coming in second in that division.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have the Tigers winning this division with just 88 wins.
Okay.
I don't think that the AL Central is that strong this season. And again, I think Tariq Skubal is an incredible arm. You had Framber Valdez, you've got Jack Flaherty in there, and then Justin Verlander as well. It's a solid rotation, and you've got Kenley Jansen, Tyler Horton in the bullpen. And I really do like Kerry Carpenter this season. I think he's going to have a huge breakout in that leadoff spot for Detroit. Yeah, I mean, I like their team in comparison to the AL Central. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, 88 wins for me, and I think that they will take the division. Okay. And here's your division winner, Jaden. We're going to go over the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, so I am going to have the Royals picking up this division. They won it 2 years ago, and I think last year was kind of just a down year. Not really too sure what the problem was. I'm going to assume it was injuries. I don't really follow Kansas City too much, but I didn't see anything like super major. I feel like all their main guys were still there. I know they had big strikeout problems, which you're going to have when you have Vinny and Sal, and then they have MJ Melendez as well, who's now in the Mets. But yeah, the rotation just looks really good to me. Seth Lugo, Cole Ragans, Michael Wacha, Chris Bubick, and then Noah Cameron as well. Just signed Starling Marte as well. They have Jack Caglione, Jonathan India. Lots of plug-in players.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of just the division. I feel like all the teams in this division are kind of built as plug-in players, and then obviously you've got the starting shortstop for Team USA, Bobby Witt, and then as I just mentioned a moment ago as well, the starting first baseman for Team Italy, who has a game tonight, so they could be facing each other as teammates in the final, Vinny Pasquantino, who's looked really, really good through the WBC.
He has, yeah.
So if he can carry that into the season, I'm even more confident. And then Maikel Garcia had a super underrated season last year. He was a top 5 third baseman. Just looked absolutely nasty. And I've seen a lot of people who are concerned about their closer, Carlos Estevez, because his fastball velocity is down. I'm not too sure what to make of that, but I don't think it's going to be a problem personally. I think Sal Perez is one of those players who can kind of figure out what his catchers are good at and kind of just help them zero in on that. And I also think, related to Sal Perez, I think his offense is going to keep up and he's going to be a good enough player just with his power. To keep them in it. They signed Matt Strahm as well out of Philadelphia's bullpen, who was one of the better lefties in MLB last year. So yeah, I think they're going to be good. I think they're going to be creeping around 90 wins. I think them and the Tigers are going to be pretty close. I think it's going to be their head-to-head games that might decide some factors, but I'll have them around 87 or 88 wins winning the division.
Yeah. I will have the Royals finishing in second, and yeah, as you said, I mean, the Tigers finishing kind of close to them. I have the same thing with Royals coming in second in the division with about 84, 85 wins. And yeah, I mean, those inter-division games between Kansas City and Detroit are going to really determine the division. I just think Detroit has the better pitching staff, and I think they'll be able to win those tight games in the low-scoring affairs. But yeah, I do like Kansas City this year. I love Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt's probably one of my favorite players outside of Toronto. Maikel Garcia, as you mentioned, had a fantastic 2025, and I think that he's only going to continue to improve his game. Same with Vinny Pasquantino. And yeah, rotation is solid. It'll get the job done for you. And yeah, Royals, I've got 85 wins coming in second. And last but not least, I've got the Minnesota Twins finishing in 4th place with 72 wins this season. I mean, you've got Byron Buxton and, kind of as you've been saying, a bunch of plug-in players. Yeah. These players, though, not to the same level as Kansas City and Detroit, other than really Royce Lewis and, I guess, Ryan Jeffers.
Yeah, they have a bit of a weird team. Acquiring Taj Bradley for Griffin Jacks, I believe that was the trade. That was a decent move for them. Obviously, rotation is kind of where you want to figure things out, but again, not too many like big free agent signings. Anthony Bonda is one notable one, I suppose, and then Josh Bell. But after that, there's not really too much that was going on for them. They have a few ex-top prospects like
Yeah.
Nick Abel and Austin Martin, just to name a couple there. But yeah, I mean, if those guys can maybe play up to their potential, then you could see them maybe surprise some people, but I don't see them as a true threat to anybody, and I think their cap, even in their division, is going to be third place, but I do have them finishing fourth place, of course. They're only not finishing fifth because of Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have them around 72, maybe 73 wins, and then I'd say like a ceiling of 80.
And that's for me if Byron Buxton even stays healthy, because he
100%.
has not played in half of his possible games since coming into the MLB in 2016. He's been constant injury after injury, and I feel bad for the guy. I hope he stays healthy this year, and I hope he's able to get that payday.
Yeah.
I believe he's on a contract year. If not this year, then next year.
The Twins are also, I forgot to mention, a team that could be sellers at the deadline, because they have guys like Joe Ryan. They have a guy like Anthony Bonda. I can't imagine. I didn't really hear too much about that signing. It's not a huge one, but he's always an arm that people are going to be happy to have in their bullpen. He's a solid lefty.
Solid lefty.
He was on the Dodgers for a couple of years, out of the Jays system, I believe. And then obviously a guy like Royce Lewis. You take him at the top of the draft, but he's just been way too injured. And there are other teams that would be willing to take a chance on him and give you a decent prospect for right now. And I think that's the direction the Twins are looking to go in. Byron Buxton could get moved, but I don't know if teams are going to be willing to pay the price that they're going to want for him.
Yeah.
That's the only issue.
I agree with you. So that is going to wrap up the AL Central. Just to recap, I had the Tigers finishing in first, the Royals in second, the Guardians in third, Twins in fourth, White Sox in fifth. Jaden, who did you have?
I had Royals going first, I had the Tigers in second, I had the Guardians in third, Twins in fourth, and the White Sox finishing last.
And you know what? Let's do a little end thing here. Who do you think the MVP of the AL Central is going to be?
Ooh, I like that. I think MVP of the AL Central is going to be... Oh, this is tough because
you got Bobby Witt.
They have a lot of
you got
top
J
players,
Ram.
Man. They do.
You got Buxton. You got Skubal.
Yeah, like
four guys.
Four great players.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna say, just because I have them winning the division, I'll say Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah.
Because I do think that he's going to be in the MVP conversation, and I do want to say, I don't know if this is going to come controversial to anybody or not, but I do think it's tougher to win an MVP award right now as Bobby Witt than it is to win a Cy Young as Tarek Skubal, but I don't think it's because of the skill. That's the only thing. I think it's because of who's in front of them. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani are two tough guys to beat, whereas Garrett Crochet, as good of a pitcher as he is, Tarek Skubal is like undeniably better.
Yes.
But Bobby Witt is still an unbelievable ball player. It's just tough for you to win that MVP over Aaron Judge.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I'm also going to take Bobby Witt Jr.
Okay.
I love just the player he is, the way he plays the game. I don't know, 40-40 season maybe, potentially.
I can see that.
Yeah.
If anything, 30-40.
30-50
is possible.
Yeah.
But he's going to give you Platinum Glove.
Absolutely,
sure.
Yeah. The defense as well on top of that. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just an all-around 5-tool, 6-tool player even. So that is it for the AL Central, and that will wrap up our second episode of Leadoff Conversations. The next episode will be on the AL West predictions, and we'll see you in that one. See ya.